and Leo Lasarado, and one more person was there, but I don't know who it is. Professor Chetty asked what you have done here. So, what is the project you have done? Solid state TV. So, okay, explain. So I started explaining. Karnik and Chetty were talking about their program. So after a while, he asked me, did you complete it? Yes. So when are you joining? That's all the interview. I said I have to complete my project report I have given. How much time it is? 2 months. Okay. After 2 months you come and join. So that is it. Then after that 2 months also, Shivaraman actually was the person concerned. He made a reminder also. But the project was not, report was not completed. And in fact, what I was doing is electronics I completed. My partner, he was from EB, Tamil Nadu EB. He wanted to, because on probation he has come. So he has to leave. So my project was given to him and he sent back. Then I have to make the display. Display two issues are, one is the coil. Coil we got it from Pune and high voltage transformer I had to make it. But the ferrite was not proper, so the struggle was there. So that was the project I mentioned it. So this is the thing, and that went on for 4 months delay. I joined. One thing is actually what I was given when I was posted. Godpur Tekra actually was a table given, and then DC Jain was asked me to report. What I conceived was on the total system. Immediately I could make out. Where I am going to be is the source of our total communication system. See, it is supposed to generate the video as well as the audio for the total communication. So that is the actually I conceived it. So in that I worked, but because of the video, this one master program, video signal things actually I could grasp very fast. So it was given there and then we started. Because studio building was not there, so we started. Actually, we had a very good experience of cobras and peacocks, white peacocks and this one. That was the thing. Anyhow, we went on. But anyhow, another thing is I'm really grateful to Professor Chipnis and Jain for giving me the ITU fellowship to NEC. So anyhow. For 2 months I was in Tokyo, so I did really the map of the Tokyo city fully. And in fact, I went even up to Kyoto also on bullet train. So that was the things that's the part. But what I saw in NEC was there is no graduation. There is no graduate fellow who is working in NEC. All the fellows are only up to 10th standard. School only. There is no question of a degree. Complete department was managed by only these fellows by experience. And the total TV studio system, actually I have to really get training as well as for evaluating. I was really wondering how technically developable.
I was also there.
No, I was going with
Jain.
Jain, you people went further. But that is what actually I see. That was the real one. But anyway, coming to the site, my challenge is actually first time we have taken a 1-inch video tape recorder from US. Now, the challenge is actually the interface is tape to helical head scanning. The head has to really scan or record on the tape in a diagonal way. So there is a fixed metallic scanner whose circumference is fixed. Now on which actually the tape will just go surface and go. Now if the tape elongates or contracts, the record length is changing. So the climate is very, very important for the tapes. Now we have actually this one thing. Second thing is actually this one tape will record 6 audios. So the audio head is actually on the horizontal line, but you can align the audio head. But aligning the real video thing is actually a real challenging one. The problem is we have tapes because the languages are on this one Andhra, Telugu, Kannada, Oriya or this one Hindi. So all these languages tapes have to be generated at different centers. So I have the real challenging task of aligning the machines at all different centers. So I used to travel to Delhi, Calcutta, Cuttack, Hyderabad. All these machines, I have to take one tape, supposed to be my reference tape, whose length I have to really keep it properly, otherwise maintained. So that tape I have to take it to the machine, and that when it is scanning, that length should be this thing. All other tapes have to be the same. Otherwise, when I play back in Ahmedabad, I will not get the length because signals will be short. Length will be either one frame will be missing or it will be complete, not completed. So that was a real challenge for the tape recorders. And one great thing is 3 tape recorders we ordered. They arrived here. The 3rd tape recorder is a junk. We tried our level best. Then we have to call this one. So you sent the engineer concerned. That fellow came. That fellow came afterwards, after seeing the machine, he told, my goodness, I kept this for the disposal. This machine. He remembers and plainly he told, I kept this machine for disposal and just come here. Anyhow, we worked 24 hours, more than 24 hours actually, 2 nights continuously without sleep, we worked with him to really make the machine proper. And of course, he actually imported many of the components, certain components and other things, and he taught me very well. So that is how I learnt a lot in that one machine. That was a challenge. So that is only real factor. But anyhow, studio was actually brought in. NEC machines were all fully installed and we broadcasted. Very great thing is Indira Gandhi is on the line by this law. There is one Vyas electrician who has actually do all our work. So built hello top. Ours actually we have made it. Of course, Jain worked on that very well. And so that we have maintained. Booster was there at the old SLV launch. That was actually a challenge. That we done. And to tell that on the first launch SLV when they were monitoring, one was the booster, small actually character booster. Test was done. Normally they do the testing just to switch on and off and see that whether it is working. So one of the booster, so fuel was going out and range officer Jaimani he was there, and he, of course we talked very hey, Kochra before the takeoff, because out of the 4, 1 is failed. So these 2 are working more. So this will not work. So this will force. So already he knows, he was telling me, Dave, that's all. It went dragon. We cannot reach there. So naturally it has fallen. Next day in Gumudikundi we found the PCBs of some of the satellite power components. First, that was actually again also Dhawan's field. I take this total responsibility for this failure. That was actually the Indira Gandhi was and then he mentioned that one. But of course I was there for the second launch also. At that time same again Indira Gandhi, he told, see, this is the project director. He is the man concerned who has done this job. That was Professor Dhawan. I respect him very much. Simple man, I never saw no other man, no other fellow in that. Anybody for that matter. You when he is there in front of me, hi, how are you? Hello, how are you? That is a responsibility. But again, we were all really afraid when Professor Darwin visits our lab. There was attention that is. Question is a very fundamental technical question. It is not what system. There is no question on system level. Very fundamental. Simple question you will ask. And he will not really make you to really uneasy with that. Okay. That's all. You know, enjoy it. Otherwise, and of course, congratulations for all of you for the occasion and 50th celebration. Thank you all. He joined SAC on 3rd April 1974, and the first person, because I was forced to go to Ahmedabad by my parents, which I was not willing to do. I didn't know Hindi. I think directly from the college, and I have not even seen gone to Chennai at that time, student life. So somehow I was pushed, and when I came, nobody was speaking English, and I do not know Hindi to even reach Chokapur. So the first person I saw was one Mr. Murthy, the canteen Nayar's brother, if I am right, who was working with Murugesan. He took me to Murugesan, and later on I came to know that my colleague in the lockdown was there. So when I joined, I met Kaleji. Kaleji told me to go Mr. Samuel, Major Samuel, and he told me to go to Murugesan. Murugesan opened my first service book. He opened my sign for me. Then Kaleji told me to go to GCJ studio, and I was put under Mr. Lockdown. So we were working and under studio. So it was a learning period for me. Beginning direct from the college as a student, I came. Everything was free. You are free to do anything. So a lot of learning was there. There are two things I want to mention. One is initially I was given cable making, connecting the cable, connectors to a cable. So Jain Saab and my boss told me to do it, and I didn't know. I was very fast doing some 20-30 cables, both sides, TNC or BNC, whatever it is. And when I showed to Jain Saab, he came and, oh, very nice, Ivango. You made 20-25 cables in a door like that. One cable, he took it, and he was doing like this. Both the connectors came both the sides. And he told me, this is not the way to do it, and the cables are the root cause for many problems. It's a professional work, you have to do it, and I learned with all our colleagues, one Chindan Bhat, one Jitu Dave, many people, I was taught. I also later understood that that was helping at the later stage too. And when we were laying cables from ESD building to the new TV studio building, I remember the instant, there were some snakes on the cable trench. These are all the experiences we have seen. The second learning was in the ESD building, downstairs studio has one room where tape recorder was kept, and the Khalid told me to make one speaker. So I made one Boss Reflex speaker with a wooden box and a speaker. And later on, after 2 days, Khalid came in, have you finished? I said I finished. So he asked me what is the frequency response. So I told him what I read in the college. It is 20 Hz to 20 kilohertz. Then he told me, can you show it on the scope? I was putting and saying not even 1K has come. Not even 1K. 1K to 5K, 6K. This side and that side, nothing has come. And Khalid told me, you have told me I know what you read, but practical thing it will not come. To make it so sensitive, lot of circuits we have to make. So like that we have learned, stage by stage we have learned many things which I felt. It was a stepping stone for me. I was there in Ahmedabad only 3 years, 1974 to 76 end. Then I was transferred to Kavalur under Ramanathan, remote sensing area. Then Kavalur was merged with the Srigate Kota. And one more incident I remember is my parents came to Ahmedabad. We were staying in Vivekananda Society, and I was in the office evening. My father was walking out and he lost the way. And Khaliji has seen him. He knew it was my father. So he asked him, and he brought him, dropped him in my house. Vivekananda Society is black coffee. I remember it was a black coffee here initially. Then it was dark brown or something. So such a type of people, those who were working with me or whom I was working, they were very kind enough to take care of us. And there was, before inauguration, before starting the site, there was a survey, or after the site there was a survey from North India and South India. South India was led by his colleague Pitambar Panikar, and Radhakrishna, they came to South and they selected Salem and Coimbatore. And at the time I was also on leave in my hometown. So I went to Salem. I took the TV to my village. I am from village, and my town and my school. All these places I have shown in 1975. So people remember, and even now when I go for presentation, they used to tell that, oh, you brought TV in those days. Even TV has not come to Chennai Doordarshan. So like that. These are all happy moments which we cannot forget. Later on I was transferred to this place, and I was in Iztrak, and Iztrak was under Star, and Iztrak came to Bangalore, and I retired from Iztrak after my superannuation. So whenever people tell about this, sad memories are very great. Even for this, see, we have some medical issues. This Divakan, Neelakandan and Swaminathanji was telling me that you should come, and I was tempted. So finally we have come. Salem is about 250 kilometers one way. And reach here by 10 o'clock, I started by 4 o'clock in the morning. So, but I am very happy that I could meet all our colleagues. It's a nice occasion because of you guys. And I am very thankful to the people who organized this. Neelakandan, Swaminathan, Divakar, all the people. It's all, everybody.
That is in Liverpool, HP high power amplifier. The video headed by Leo Lasrado and Colonel Pandal. So after a week, getting familiarized here and there about Escas. So he has called me, okay, it's your job. From today starts, you have to write a manual on high power amplifier, which is a development stage. Then the night was really I could not get sleep. He is giving me the writing work, which I am very poor in English and in my language also, Kannada also. Language means I don't like it. So somehow managed to school and pass it. So that is a difficult what to do. I was thinking for a week or so. Where that time prototype was one parameter was difficult. They were handling 1 milliwatt power to 3000 watts. So which used to relate to a lot of nuisance things is happening. So what's happening is that parameter if you don't make, if I send one video, his nose will be somewhere, eyes will be somewhere, one cannot distinguish it. So that was the major problem. So they were struggling for about few months, couple of months, 3 or 4 months was going on, not able to do. So I was sitting in behind him, that was the studio. Mr. Halbe used to sitting there, and he used to demonstrate him how to do it, and he started doing the other work. So one of the technicians is Mr. Halbe. Poor fellow was struggling for day and night. I'm sitting behind him, I'm observing the all equipment behavior, what to do. In the night time when they switch off and go, I used to go behind, open everything, inspect every component, and I was required to write a manual, what component where comes, what is the function, etc. So one day Kanatpan came, behind his inspecting, he immediately got shocked for me. Hey, what happened when I got shocked like that. So just now I went on and they go. Then I started thinking, why he got burned. And normally in radiation, is affected, because when you are handling such high power, there is a lot of leak. There was no instrument to measure the leak on that time. Second, I looked at what is the type of planes was made. Then we have one is mechanical planes, another is electrical planes. They use a mechanical planes. I took two spanner, start tightening it, one nut broke. Then took another one, start tightening, that also broke. Then in the morning the fellow will come and find the difficulty. I just somehow tightened one and left it. Then repeated on the second day and third day, found many nuts are breaking. Then inspected, that is the next made of brass and given there some paint or plating or coating, like silver kind of plating on the metal, still plating. So then I confirmed that that is not a stainless steel nut bolt. Now my idea was to make stainless steel nut bolt. The question is, it's a mechanical. I am an electronics engineer. I had a lot of scolding when I was engaged. My father has taught me some work. He has given one example. Arecanut plantation, their trees will be very close. The man who plucks out, he climbs one tree and jumps into another tree. Never comes down, jumps and goes. So then yes, our professionality, technology may be joining with that. No matter your electronics, civil or mechanical, I have to learn. So then took a vehicle from there, went all around Ahmedabad, shops and industry for 2 days, surveyed. I could not get the stainless steel. So now what to do? Then one industry is, I went small industry for one lathe machine I had. Then I asked him, can you make like this? Then he looked up and down in something speaking up in Gujarati and also not knowing much Hindi or mixing language, in my own Kannada, English, all mixed language. Chalta, let us see what happens. He said, fine, okay sir, I have tried. At that time, money problem, I had 200 rupees only is given on that time, emergency fund. So how much you can make? He said about 20 rupees, one nut. So 200 is maximum time, but I need about 200. Then let me try it 1.5 hours. Okay, give it time. 20, 10. He gave me and tightly days. It could withstand my mechanical force with my own force. No braking. Fine. Now I asked the Mr. Lever, I said, can you sir get me some more pumps? Okay, I will ask Pansar. The Pansar said, no, you cannot do that. So the project is done. Then what should I do? I had one Rajasthani friend and working in store. I went to him as an assistant only. But can you do one thing, help me? Yes, so what about it? If you are the store man, you should help me. Then I explained it, discussed this. Okay, sir, I will do it. What he did is, every day makes 200 rupees material and supplied it for a week. So he met me 200. Really great. But he took that bold decision, that's what I supported him. I never talked to Leo, no, Kannada Panthis, nobody knows. He only supplying and receiving. Then I did all the tightening, removed all the old nut bolt tightening. Then things are making change, this and that, etc. No problem after this, getting done. Fine. Then explain to Leo. Then Leo also gave one more suggestion in that. Add one more sim in that next product, second school. So then it went to the confirm. What he did is, he simply given 2 lakh rupees, asked the Bombay one party to manufacture stainless steel nut bolt. Entire sack should use this nut bolt. And it is went to the entire ISAC. So it means that indication, what we learn from childhood or village. But I appreciate one, the village knowledge and technology is super, that's all. I don't find any institution can do. There are a lot of things comes from verbal, not in written. Many things. So that's one appreciate. If I keep on telling you, there are numerous and orally coming from mouth to mouth. See, this is what the great learned. And last ending of this project, I had a 2 years spent in Andhra Pradesh after my VRS. where for that you should thank to Parsar, who was the technical advisor to Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Naidu. So there they used the KU band, every school from primary school to college, entire Andhra installed. I was a technical director. It was Jason Jain was the supplier. Later on, another problem was that next we had a first star station for commissioning that transmission in the GTV at Neoda. That's what we commissioned. Then the next project was that nobody was there, no operator to install yours. Some technical issue of TV band instruction. Probably Ramaya also forgot a lot of things. They did a good job. Chennai, Ramaya. But this is a field work. In Maharashtra, one of my guys went to every college. He picked up one engineer. And Aurangabad, we assembled there. About 2 months around, about the training we were given, how to assemble without any investment, free of payment. How to look at the satellite with reference to sun, how to manage the elevation and azimuth, how to lock it, tune the signal and give to the customers. That's how our home to DH what we call direct to transmit home or what we call it. So there is later on the feet meter, compass, all these things. No one wants to.
100 kg. Less than that. It was taken aside handbell. So like that the flight was actually. Then instantly actually it was about more than 200 rupees I spent that time because I ambassador car and then lifting and all. When he gave the bill to Professor Chitnis, work is done, why do you bother about this one? Don't worry about it. With all this done, that is what he appreciated that the job was done, That is the greatness.